Hi, I'm going to explain how to do the homologous structures activity. So if you look, you're going to be reading a little bit about what anatomy is, and that's the study of structures of humans and animals. And we're going to be focusing on the arm anatomy of different mammals. And one of the things that is used as evidence for coming from similar ancestors is that we have structures in our anatomy that are similar, and they're called homologous structures. So, for example, the arms or forearms of mammals all have structures that sort of are similar, and they call those homologous structures. So what you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be looking at the arms of different mammals, and you're going to see how the different bones of the arm are similar in different animals. So, for example, all of our limb bones have like a humerus, and then our forearm, so this is like our upper arm, our forearm actually has two bones, which we call the radius and ulna. Our wrist bone are the carpals. The lower bones in our hands are called the metacarpals, and then our finger bones are called phalanges. So you're going to be taking these bones and cutting them out. Now, you'll see how I cut mine out. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to cut every little finger bone out. You're just going to cut around all of these, and then you can trim them down as you need. And you're going to be putting those homologous structures on this sheet and seeing how, even though bats, cats, humans, and whales seem very different, we have similar structures inside our limbs that seem to show that we might have common ancestry. So I'm going to show you my first attempt at this. So here I went ahead and just roughly cut everything. And I'm going to use, actually, as my little cheat sheet, I'm going to use this picture because this kind of shows me all of the humerus bones are going to be a certain color. And they're all, like the whale humerus bone is obviously very small compared to our humerus bone. And then there are radius and ulna bones that are going to be another color. And then the carpals, the wrist bones for us, yellow, green, and blue. So I'm going to kind of be glancing back at this as I try and make my limbs. So I looked at the picture and I noticed these are all the humerus bones, these kind of gray colored, and this one looks like the human one to me. This is kind of the ball and socket part that goes into our shoulder, and then this is going to be around where our elbow is. And then I looked on my picture, I noticed there's our radius and ulna bones are going to go here, and those seem to be these long brown bones. So might not be perfect, but you can sort of figure out as best you can. And it doesn't seem to fit my hand very well, which is strange. Okay, so here's the radius and ulna. Got those. And it says you're supposed to glue it down or tape it down, but honestly, since you guys aren't turning it in, you can just take a picture and that's fine. Okay, so next I'm going to look for my wrist bones, which are called the carpals, and they seem to be yellow. I think this one is it, but honestly, if you pick this one, it wouldn't really mark you off. And again, as you make the other ones, you can sort of move things around if you feel like, oh no, that's actually the cat, then you can fix it. Okay, and then the metacarpals are these hand bones right here. So these are metacarpals, and then these are going to be your phalanges. So metacarpals are in green. And I looked, these are all different metacarpals. This one looks like the human. And then I have to look for the phalanges, which are the fingers right here. Obviously, this looks like my best bet for the humans. So it might not fit in the shadow, in the outline perfectly, unless I've done something wrong. Maybe I picked the wrong radius and ulna. Did I? So it's supposed to be shorter. Well, you can figure it out. But this is my best attempt for now. And then as you place everything, you can sort of shuffle. Maybe I did this wrong. But you sort of get the idea. Obviously, this is going to be the whale one. So you can sort of figure that out, maybe trim it a little bit more here so that the rest of it fits. But you'll notice that we all have kind of similar anatomy in our arms or limbs or wings, and that is what this lab is about as far as comparing the anatomy of humans, cats, whales, and bats, and seeing if there's something that we can conclude from looking at these homologous structures. This is considered one of the evidences of evolution, of having a common ancestor. And then after you finish making your paper, then you're going to go ahead and answer the analysis questions and submit that. Okay, if you have any other questions, go ahead and give me an email and I will be happy to help you.